We don't have to talk a lot. Oh, and sit on your lap. Lay on your lap again. Is that okay?
Oh.
Okay, we're good?
Yep. I doubt we would go amiss by visiting the lab, the maintenance office, or by investigating the wall outside. Right. Let's go to the office first. Maybe this one guy will be able to help us.
Shall I be one? Since you're doing mostly everyone else?
Sure. The maintenance office, in other words, the repairman shop. Hold on. I doubt we'll find anything useful there. Yuya said to go, right? I doubt the integrity of his advice. Jeez, is that anything to say about your own brother? You should be nicer to your family. My family? Do you mock me? That filthy-blooded mongrel is no relation to me. Whoa, calm down. I guess his elitism is still running business as usual. We don't have time to waste. We should hurry. The maintenance room is in the corner of the main building on the ground floor, right? Excuse us. What is this? This doesn't look very educational. The handyman pretty much lives in here, I think.
A dove and one more.
Mr. One? Hello.
What are you doing here? Didn't you hear the alarm?
I'm Ryota and this is Sakuya. We got permission from our teacher to investigate the building. Didn't you hear the alarm?
No panic, no noise, and no leaving. That's what I do here.
Whoa. Somehow he seems really cool. You mean you're too lazy to go to the gymnasium?
Don't worry about me. You two go ahead and find your class there.
No, we're not. Do you mean to interfere with us, wretched fool? Yuya said we should ask you for help?
Sakazaki Yuya?
Yeah, yes, him. We decided to honor his request by coming all the way over here. Do you intend to stop us now?
Sakuya.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Sakuya? Where the heck are your manners? Sorry. He transferred from overseas, and his Japanese isn't too great.
He certainly has more bark than I imagine he has bite. We're welcome in. What did you say you gentlemen were investigating?
Two things. The murder of Khalil Jabala and the mysterious wall outside. You've been in here the whole time, right? Do you know what he's talking about?
Yes, I got an idea of it from Mr. Sakazaki.
In other words, you know only what you have heard from that mongrel. Unless...
Useless.
Useless, sorry.
I know plenty about the school itself, though. My job is to take care of the entire campus.
Maybe you know what the big grey wall outside is, then.
Nope.
Useless wretch! Sakuya, calm down. Though, I'm not sure there's anything we can learn here right now. Oh, wait. Mr. One, could we use your computer? Maybe we can find out what's going on outside.
Sadly not. Everything's been cut off since this morning.
Even the telephone wires, eh? This is too thorough. I can't think of any reason why they need to cut communication systems off if it were some sort of storm protection. This has been a wild goose chase then, a complete waste of time. Let us go, Kawara.
Wait, I got a bright and massive piece of advice for you.
Bright and massive? What?
If you get stuck, try the headmaster's office. I've been almost everywhere in this school, but never there. You might be able to find something about that wall if you check in there.
Of course! The headmaster did not speak to us in person in the gym. If he was broadcasting from his office, then he might still be there. Asking him certainly seems like the best way to get some solid information. We should try that.
If you need a break later on, feel free to come back here and rest. Anyone Mr. Sakazaki sent is trustworthy. I'll get you some notes. If you find anything, you can come write it down. You never know what could happen in a situation like this, and you don't want to forget none.
You should save. Just in case we don't lose all that we've done already. Thank you, Mr. One. We can come back here later. For now, we should check the lab or the wall. After those two, we can try the headmaster's office. Go to... Do we want to look at our course?
I feel like there'd be more info there. If we go to the wall, we'll just walk up to it, dong dong, yeah, it's metal.
Yeah. Stop it. Oh. Excuse us. It's always been one of the gloomier parts of the school, but today the lab is downright depressing. Hello, Kawara. Sir, thank you for being with Javala now. Of course. Sakazaki came and asked me to come right after you two left the gym. He must have gone past us. How unfortunate. The doctor is lining the pieces of Javala up on one of the lab benches. Must you glower at me so, Mr. Kawara? I'm not glowering at you. Do you disapprove of my handling her? He gives me an evil smile. No, that's not it. I just wish we had a doctor who wasn't this malicious. Are you finding anything, Dr. Iwamine? Not yet, no. I only just finished assembling her. It will take some time. I will send word to you when I finish. Perhaps you have something else to do while you wait? Very well, we shall not interfere. Come, Kawara. Right. Oh, Mr. Kawara, a moment, please. Yes? Allow me to give you a hint. A hint? You suspect me of foul play, do you not? In light of that, I shall leave it up to you whether you decide to believe me or not. Anyway, I think you have missed something very important. One might say that you have forgotten something. Perhaps you should bear that in mind, You're just a little bit off, but I'm sure you'll find the answer yourself if you keep looking. Oh, isn't it beautiful, Mr. Kawara? The sound of your life crumbling apart around you. I take it does not suit your taste. Very well. He was rather fond of the unusual himself. A pity. He? Well then, you can handle the outside investigation, and I the internal. Good luck, Mr. Kawara. Right. Thanks, Doctor.
Hmm.
Ah,
You okay?
yep. He's definitely enjoying himself. What a psycho. What did he mean when he said I was missing something? Or maybe he was just trying to lead me astray? Better not to worry about it for the time being. What were you talking with Kawara about, Doctor? Nothing important. I was just giving him a little emotional support and encouragement. I see. That's good then. I'm sure you'll remember not to cause any trouble for my students, Doctor. We step outside once more. The gray dome remains blocking out the morning sky. Let's get a closer look at it. We can't see much from over here. Indeed.
Yeah, it's metal.
Iron, maybe. It's quite firm at any rate. Maybe it's some sort of shelter? My phone's out of range. Maybe this wall is blocking the signal. That seems likely. It sounds thick and dense. Trying to break a hole in it will not be practical. Maybe there's an emergency exit or something? We should check. We still don't know whether or not we are completely sealed in after all. Right. Let's walk around the perimeter. It's going to be a long walk.
Oh.
Doesn't look like there are any doors or anything. Indeed, it appears to be identical all the way around. Do you suppose it is ventilated? I can't say I fancy the prospect of suffocating under this thing without even knowing why it's here. I think an emergency shelter would have some sort of airflow built in, yeah? If not, then we're in deep trouble. What are you looking at? Up there? Is that some sort of hatchway? He points upwards. Ah.
Ooh.
He's right. About 20 meters up, there's a joint or something of a different color.
You see this indent of the bird?
Mm-hmm.
That's the one for the logo of the developer.
Ah.
And Saint Pigeonation in general.
That does look like it might lead outside. Let's go look. If they say they can't reach it, I'm gonna call them big fat fucking liars. I don't see any sort of latch. Can we open it by hand? You do not have hands. Yeah, maybe there's a switch or something somewhere. It does not seem like we can do anything here now. Let us remember its location and return later. I don't like to think about it, but if there really is such a terrible disaster out there, that this is the only option, maybe it would be better to leave it shut anyway.
If it was a natural disaster, you'd think we'd hear it.
Indeed. Let us move on. We still don't know what's going on outside. I've got enough on my mind just thinking about Javala, but I'm worried about my family outside, too. I hope my mother's okay. I suppose we've finished the first stage of the investigation now. Yeah, we've got a better idea of the situation, I guess. The doctor is working in the lab. The Grey Dome covers the entire school, but for one small hatch. And we can use the maintenance office as a base. Mr. One did say. Indeed, he suggested we visit the headmaster's office. Yeah, it's on the first floor. Let's go. Headmaster, sir. Are you within? We demand entry. Rude to even the headmaster? I wonder if the doctor is the only person in the entire school who he actually respects.
Yeah, he was weirdly nice to the doctor.
No reply. Let's go in. Wait, Sakuya, that's... Of course it's locked. It's locked? Bah! Where's that old geezer? Maybe he's pretending to be out so that we'll go away? Indeed! He never was the type to talk about the campus, to walk about the campus. Or perhaps he has locked the door from the inside and plans to stay inside until the siege lets up. Should we wait around? We have no time for such frivolities. We shall enter this room if it means reducing the door to a miserable pile of splinters. It's the headmaster's door. I don't think it'll be easy to break down.
Is there not windows? Just bust through the windows. Angel could do it.
Yeah. You speak the truth. Let us ask Nanaki if there isn't a key to open it from the outside. Yeah, we can head back to the... Oh? What is it, Kawara? I thought I heard something. I hear nothing. Perhaps you are imagining things. Like something being dragged across the floor? Listen. There it is again. Behind...
Oh. 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 Ugh. A robot?
Suddenly, behind us stood a gigantic scarecrow-like creature with a rough burlap sack for a head.
Oh.
Okay. What in? The scarecrow man draws closer, dragging its long, ungainly metallic arm behind it. Sakuya, watch out! Its arm slices through the air, smashing the window into tiny shards, which scatter across the hallway floor. We don't know what it is, but apparently it isn't friendly. Sakuya, we have to run! I am well aware! Oh. Did we lose it? I think so. Lucky. It moves so slowly. What was that? Surely no one could devise a prank as bizarre as that. It looked like a biped. It was humanoid, but I don't think it was a human. I've never heard of a human made of metal and burlap. A murder, the dome, and now this.
Is that us?
Maybe we're an experiment of the Doctor, and that's what he turned us into.
Maybe.
I know not who is behind these trickeries, but they must have a death wish to mock me so. For now, we have to get back to the lab. We need to warn Mr. Nanaki. Oh, welcome back, Wara. Shirogane. Would you like some tea? Is this really the time? We cannot afford to relax now, Professor. So I take it something happened. The headmaster? He must have been hiding from the scarecrow. It smashed the window. Calm yourself, Kawara. You become incoherent.
Just the fact that, like, you, because you didn't know the context, you read it so calmly, and Kuyo's like, Jesus, calm yourself down! And you're like, I think this might have happened.
Sorry, am I not being...
You're a raving madman! No, it can't be helped. They should tell you the instructions before you have to say it. It's just funny sometimes when the way we initially say something is very different.
Sorry. We were attacked by a gigantic creature outside the headmaster's office. It was a bizarre thing, like a scarecrow in appearance. A scarecrow? Yeah, like the ones humans used to make. It attacked us and we ran back here. It was slow, but its arm was heavy and dangerous. Are the other students still in the gymnasium? Probably not all of them. If there's something dangerous in here, we should probably tell everybody to stay together in the gym. Yeah. The plot thickens indeed. Not only are we trapped under this confounded dome, but now it seems we must contend with this murderous new guest. I wonder what the Scarecrow man's connection to all this is. A Scarecrow man, you say? Doctor. Fascinating. I've never cut into one of those. I'd love to get my hands on it. Ho ho ho.
Okay, you go fight it.
Have you finished the autopsy, Doctor? Yes, for now. I was awake here the whole time, don't worry. Thank you, Mr. Yanaki. You two may well have a right to know what I found, given your efforts towards the investigation. I shall try to state simply and briefly whatever I have learned from the lumps of meat which once were Miss Khalil. God, do you have to put it that way, too?
Yeah, just rude.
Control yourself, Kawara.
I was about to smack the doctor.
Falling out amongst ourselves would only do us harm. I know. Oh. Anyway, we lack the tools for a proper examination, but the cause of death was asphyxiation.
You were choked?
There are no signs of any strangulation or smothering, so she was either poisoned or sick. She was dismembered after death. She was dismembered after death, then, Doctor? It would appear so.
I guess we didn't suffer that way.
There is little evidence of bleeding, so we may assume that she was cut up sometime after death. Javala was one of the healthiest people I know. She couldn't have become that sick that quickly, unless she choked on something. Meaning someone poisoned her, or she choked on something.
She got a big piece of red meat and her life ended.
Why? For the sake of the grotesque, or to make her easier to carry, or for some reason disgusting either way. I suppose I should also tell you the estimated time of death. Obviously, I cannot be completely certain, but I believe that Miss Khalil died yesterday after school.
What were we doing? I think the last anyone saw us is we noticed that Ryota was gone. And we're like, teacher, where did he go? And teacher's like, I think he was in the infirmary. And we're like, oh shit. And that was the last anyone heard from us, right?
In the evening, then? Precisely. And she was found this morning. In other words, unless she was seen yesterday afternoon, she may have been here all along. Kawara, her house is near yours, was it not? Did you see her yesterday? After school? Oh, no, after school? No, I didn't. My mother asked me to run some errands, so I went straight home yesterday. That's right. I went home alone.
Teacher said he wasn't feeling well, though.
Who, Ryota? Wait.
Because last we saw, when Khalil was alive, is we're like, where's Ryota? And we asked teacher, and teacher said he went to the the infirmary.
Right.
And we're like, okay. You gotta get up? Yeah. So according to the teacher, he went to the infirmary. But according to him just now, he went straight home after school.
Yeah.
So did teacher lie?
Well, we don't know that for sure.
Yeah, it could be that Ryota did go to the infirmary and then after went home.
Yeah, just got some meds from the doctor.
Got them yummy drugs.
Yeah, started feeling well enough to go straight home and then did that. But it does seem odd. The teacher said he went to the infirmary.
He indeed did not go.
Right. Go ahead. Can I make a guess, a hypothesis?
Sure.
I don't know the full scope or dealio of things, but judging by the fact that the teacher said that Ryota had gone to the infirmary and then suggested that Javala go check on him. And then she disappeared.
Teacher did bad.
Perhaps this time, the teacher and the doctor are working together. This doctor's still a creepy dude that wants to cut people up, right? Doesn't lie.
Something also choice, but I feel like the next logical step would be to ask the one guy, because one lives here at the school. So if shit went funky, he would have heard something. Or at the very least, he'd be able to be like, these people were at the school late in the evening. I definitely think it has something to do with like the hot party and the dump party.
What is their ultimate goal? And why is there a humanoid robot trying to kill the bird?
The doctor didn't seem like he's heard of it, so it can't be the doctor that made it.
No.
Also, we haven't talked to Ghost Boy. I don't know if they'll be able to because no one can see Ghost Boy but us. We're gone. But that's the only one we haven't talked to.
Did Oko-san stay in the gym or did he take off?
I think he stayed in the gym. He said he was gonna go. Well, no, because he said, let's go look for her. And then Ryota was like, oh, he's screaming primitive.
He doesn't understand that.
But then he's like, yes, I want to go look.
And Sakuya said he'd go with us. We didn't hear from Oko-san after that.
So either Oko-san is looking through, Oko-san is leaving the gym.
What?
What is happening? And I find it very interesting that the Scarecrow, they've pointed out a couple times now that the Scarecrow is humanoid. You know, it's bipedal and stuff.
Yeah.
And the design is reminiscent of what humans would make.
Yeah.
And now the only human here is dead. Do you think the Hawk Party is upset? Because technically we were under their watch.
I don't know. It's too late to regret it now. But maybe if I just asked to walk her home with, asked her to walk home with me.
Oh, don't feel guilty. This isn't your fault.
The time?
Oh shoot, we're pretty late.